All right, boys and girls, so today for our Read Aloud, we're going to be reading a story about something you might already know some things about. Let me show you. This is the Three Little Pigs, okay? Have you ever heard a story about the Three Little Pigs? Perfect, and if you haven't, even better, because then you don't even know what's going to happen. Now, in this story, I will tell you there's a big bad wolf, and he really wants these pigs. So these pigs have to build some homes. They have a choice of what material they want to use, okay? And some of the pigs build a house that's more fragile. Can you say fragile? Fragile means that it can break easily, so like glass. Glass is fragile because if you drop it, it could shatter. Now this block is not fragile because if you throw it on the floor, look, it's whole. So some of these houses are fragile, which means they might break really easily. So I want you to be thinking about all the choices that these pigs made when they were making their house to keep it from the big bad wolf. All right? This story is called The Three Little Pigs. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They lived with their mother on the farm. One fine day, Mother Pig said, "Little pigs, it's time for you to go out into the big world." So the three little pigs started off happily down the road. Jiggity jig, jiggity jig, three little pigs. Each pig decided to build a house of their own. I wonder what they're going to choose. Soon, a farmer with a wagon full of straw came down the road. The little pigs moved to the side of the road to let the wagon pass. Then the first little pig oinked, "Wait, Mr. Farmer, may I have some of your straw? I will build my house of straw." So one pig is choosing to build its house of straw. The farmer gave the little pig a big pile of straw. The farmer went down the road and the little pig hurried to build his new house. It was done soon, a cozy spot to rest, and the little pig went out to play. Now let me ask you, boys and girls, do you think that the straw is going to be fragile? Do you think that it will break easily? Okay, well let's keep reading to find out. The other pigs continued down the road. Jiggity jig, jiggity jig. Two little pigs. They looked high and low for something to use to build their houses. After a while, the two pigs saw a man with a wagon full of sticks. "Wait, Mr. Farmer," oinked the second little pig. "May I have some sticks? I will build a house of sticks." So the man gave the pig some sticks, and the second little pig built his house. What about this house? Do you think that the stick house will be fragile? Do you think it will break easily? All right, let's keep reading. The last little pig kept walking. He wanted a house of his own, but he wanted to find something exceptional for building. Finally, the pig saw a builder with a wagon land of bricks. "Wait, Mr. Builder," oinked the third little pig. "May I have some bricks? I will build my house with bricks." So the builder gave the little pig some bricks, and the third little pig worked and worked. He built a strong house of bricks. Let's think about these bricks. Do you think these bricks are fragile? Do you think they'll break easily? Right, well, let's find out what's going to happen. Early the next morning, there was a knock at the door. At the first pig's house of straw, Little Pig peeked out the window. It was the big bad wolf. "Knock, knock, knock. Little pig, let me come in or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." Pig one scooted under his chair. He took a deep breath and shouted in the strongest voice he could muster, "No, Mr. Wolf, I won't let you in. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." Oh, so the wolf began to huff and puff, and he blew the house in. The straw tumbled down around Pig 1 as he scooted out through the jumble and ran as fast as he could. So the wolf blew the pig's house down and it collapsed. It's no longer there. So was the pig's house fragile? Did it break? Yes, the straw house was fragile. This pig ran to pig number 2, and the pigs locked the door. He ran to the house of sticks. The big bad wolf was very hungry, especially after blowing down the straw house. He followed pig 1 to the little stick house and knocked on the door. Little pigs, let me come in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Pig 1 and 2 remained huddled together under the table. They looked at each other nervously, took a deep breath, and shouted, "No, Mr. Wolf, we won't let you in, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." So the big bad wolf took a giant breath, pumped his chest, and he began to blow. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and he blew the house in. So was this house fragile? Did it break? Yes, the stick house was also fragile. With sticks falling all around them, Pig 1 and Pig 2 jumped out from under the table. They ran as fast as they could to the brick house of Pig 3. Pig 3 ushered them inside and locked the door behind them. The 3 pigs squiggled under the bed. The big bad wolf was very hungry, especially after blowing down both the straw house and the stick house. He hurried after the little pigs to the brick house. This time, he didn't hesitate. He marched up to the door and knocked, knocked, knocked. Little pigs, let me come in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The 3 pigs huddled together under the bed. Pig 3's house was their last hope. They looked at each other, took a deep breath, and shouted, "No, Mr. Wolf, we won't let you in, not by the hair on our chinny chin chin." The big bad wolf took a giant breath and he began to blow. He puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed until he was exhausted. But he couldn't blow the brick house in. The little brick house was firm. So was the brick house fragile? Did it break? No, the brick house was not fragile. It was strong and sturdy. But the hungry wolf did not give up. There was one more way that he could get into the little brick house. He climbed into the top of the brick house and looked down the chimney. He could smell the little pigs inside. What a tasty meal he would have! He cupped his hand around his mouth and shouted, little pig, I'm going to come in." The wolf slipped into the chimney, but Pig 3 heard the wolf on the roof. Pig 3 crawled out from under the bed and quickly removed the lid from the big pot simmering over the fire. Splash! The big bad wolf stepped down into the boiling soup. Ew! He was so surprised that he sprang back up the chimney and ran into the woods. The 3 little pigs clapped their hands. The wolf was gone, and now they could enjoy their dinner. They sat down together to enjoy a hot bowl of soup. The pigs never saw a big bad wolf again, and they lived happily ever after in Pig 3's sturdy brick house. The end. All right, let's give the 3 little pigs a round of applause. Now let's see. I want to know a lot of things here. So the pigs had the choice to choose what they built their house in. So what did each pig choose to build their house in? Right, one was made of straw, one was made of sticks, and one was made of bricks. Now, was it a wise and smart and thoughtful choice to build the house of straw? No, why not? Right, it was fragile and it got blown to the ground. It wasn't strong enough. Let's go to that house of sticks. Was it a wise, thoughtful, and smart choice to build the house of sticks? No, why not? Right, because that one got blown down too. It got damaged. And what about the brick house? Do you think it was wise to build the house of brick? Was that a smart, thoughtful choice? Yes, it was. Why was it a smart, thoughtful choice? Right, because it was super strong and sturdy and the wolf couldn't blow it over. Perfect. Now it's your turn. I want you to think really hard for just a second. I want you to think about what you would choose to build your house of and why you would choose that material.